fucking Missouri, fam. See them God rays. Whew. It's the summer Shred-15, bitch. Welcome back, baby. Back on that daily grind. Ooh, speaking of which, gotta clock the steps. I am masculinity architect Coachduwaynelangham. You're tagging along on my journey for the elusive, illustrious, glorious six-pack and what it takes. What it takes. Because if you ever lost weight, I've heard it rumored, but I recognize why it's truth. If you've ever lost weight, crossing the finish line, and I don't care what your goal is, 100 pounds, 50 pounds, I don't care if you're 500 pounds, I don't care if you're 200 pounds, the last stretch to the finish line takes something different. That's what I want to talk about. So what's the updates? Today we are 233. I think I talked about yesterday. Solid week of protein and starch. You saw that thumbnail. That was just one of the meals I had. Damn! Still lost 8 pounds over the last week. Now, put that back on. Up to 235, I believe it was last night. 233 this morning. And that's with, shout out Ichiban Buffet. That's right. Asian buffet. They had some sushi to start with. But your boy's hitting all that. General Tso's, mini crab ragoon, coconut shrimp, butterfly shrimp, beef and broccoli. You know how I do. Even a little cheesecake pudding at the end. But anyway, latest on the scale, 233. And so, kind of ties into what to expect when you're expecting to lose weight. Extreme, and I hope you've gotten to see that through all my exploration and experimentation is the hardest part to the finish line, right? Shout out Mark Smelly Bell. You know, those of us who go public, no shame, put it all out there so you can see, go along with us. What does it take? What is the journey? And it's not mechanical. It's not methodical. It's not just watching. It can trend, yes. And I showed you the results on that. I've lost 50 pounds this year. Lost 100 pounds 6 years ago. Can you handle a 7-8 year transformation? Can you handle some years? I was 13 when I set off for this journey. 27 years I've been in the gym, building up the swole. Couldn't even see it for decades. That's 2 decades, fam. Do you have that level of commitment and dedication? Well, if you want a life and the body that you ate yourself out of, that you sat your happy ass on the couch out of, that you were not active, use it or lose it, stretching, yoga, exercise, heart rate, lungs, all that shit. You only live once. If you trash this vessel, what takes care of you, what carries your spirit through life, you only get one, baby. And once it's gone, it's gone. So anyway, why then is the final stretch so hard? Because you're human. When you've got pounds, dozens of pounds, 50, 100 pounds, whatever, extra weight, you can't really tell. Oh, you're slimming down, you're looking good. It's what we all do. That's actually the normal thing. Our bodies do not stay the same. And if you haven't gotten that, watching my video about the scale, the numbers don't lie, and actually understanding to take your weight first thing in the morning, take your weight last thing at the end of the day, take your weight after you eat, take your weight after you work out, because it's all going to tell a story. It's all going to fluctuate. Water weight, dehydrated weight, food weight, it all contributes. Not just yo-yoing, binging, but maybe it's a refeed, maybe it's cycles, maybe it's on the weekend, maybe it's a cheat day, whatever. And that's all par for the course. But what are you actually going to do? Chocolate. Well, they like the chocolate, they say. I don't understand the comments. Y'all just out there doing whatever. I'm back from the dead. I can't breathe. Okay. Loser. That's what I'm talking. You damn right. I am a loser. Losing all this weight. Love it. Anyway. Because the final stretch, you have to be meticulous. You have to be intentional. A six-pack does not just happen. That shit is made in the kitchen. That shit is made with hard work and effort. That shit is made by, what do I always say? Your discipline. How disciplined you are. And even as somebody who has the protocol, who follows the protocol, who has the discipline, who puts in the work, somebody like myself, you're watching right now, I still want to enjoy my life. It's just the human choice. Even right now, like, do I sugar fast? But I just bought a lemon pepper rotisserie chicken before I went to that buffet, so it's sitting in there with a couple bags of salad. What's wrong with some lean protein and a salad that would taste so good? But I could be sitting around 1,000 calories, which I am right now. Sugar fasting throughout the day, of course. I got a banana, a fruit cup, and an apple sitting on the dresser to go ahead and chop up with some honey on top as my dessert for the day. But do I have the half rotisserie chicken? Do I add that protein in there? It's on a salad. Can I not do that? You can do whatever the fuck you want to do. But that's the whole point, to get to the final stretch. If you have not been a person living a lifestyle to be your leanest, to be your healthiest, to be your fittest, even if the six pack is your goal. Maybe it's squatting 500 pounds. Maybe it's benching 300 pounds. Maybe it's whatever you go. Maybe it's packing on some muscle. Whatever it is, right? Putting on weight for those young skin and bones, right? If you haven't been that person, then whatever it is to get to your finish line, you're really transforming your lifestyle. You're transforming your habits. You're transforming who you are, and you haven't been being that person. It's going to take something new that you've never done before, and then you'll be at a new maintenance as a new person, living a different way. So to get to that finish line, you really have to be like a machine to a degree, to machine out, carve out, just trim the fat, as they say, literally, to get to that point. So it's going to take something. It's not going to be easy, but it is a journey, because along the way you're learning all the ways that you used to do. You're learning all the things that are sabotaging. You're learning what your habits are. And here's where I want to transition into what to really expect with rapid fat loss. One of the first things I learned when I lost that first 100 pounds, the compliments, looking at myself in the mirror, buying new wardrobe, right? Clothes changing, like all those things feel good. And there's a mental, I talk about it all the time. I'm a highly developed individual, and I say that with no braggadociousness. I put in work for that shit. Years of training and development, thousands of dollars, going all over the nation, getting coached, taking on courses, seminars, all that good shit to take on my mental. Meditation work. YOLO, you only live once. Go back 13 years. Look at all these videos. I'm putting out gold for you. This is a lifelong journey, a never-ending mountain of being the best human being you can fucking be. And inside of that, there's identity. There's who you look in the mirror and see yourself as, who you mentally, spiritually see yourself as. Do I deserve it? Do I deserve to be a millionaire? Well, not if you feel like money is the root of all evil. Not if you feel like all the people with money are cheating people. Do you hear me, people? Do you really hear what I'm talking about? Do you feel like everybody with a tight body is arrogant, uptight, asshole because they're better than you? Well, shit, you might not get that reward, because you will self-sabotage thinking you're not worthy, thinking it's not good. If you're not in alignment, you will not have it. And I say that to say, as somebody who got compliments, saw myself, I always talk about looking like a Marvel superhero. Times when I lost the first 100 pounds. Times that, yes, 250 pounds, 270 pounds. It's like, wow, that's amazing. And yeah, now I'm feeling comfortable. Now I can make it. Now I can lounge back. My old habits living in. You've worked hard. You slaved. I haven't even hit the real goal. The goal was always a six-pack. But when you lose 100 pounds, and there's no longer a 3 in front of my weight, shit, I'm feeling myself. And now I look back, having lost another 50 pounds and really upped it, done what I needed to do, found what I needed to found a lifestyle after 6-7 years since I lost that 100 pounds. I look at December, January, when I first started at 278 this year, videos, content I've got on my other channels, I'm editing, and old stuff, recycled, different platforms, never been posted here, whatever. And I'm looking at myself, I'm looking at my body, and I can see where every last 30, 50 pounds was in my arms, in my face, in my torso, my body, everything. Looking like, that was me. I felt good back then. I've been happy with myself for some time, even that aspect. Hey, man. Yeah, baby. Getting it in. Hey, that's what's up. I'm 41, right behind you.
Hey, I stay in shape out here, but let me tell you.
I see it, man.
I'm in this heat every day.
That vitamin D.
Yeah, I know, right?
God bless you, bro.
Have a good one, man.
You too, brother. Journeys of life, man. Love everybody. We're all children of God, one big ass family. Dysfunction is fit. Yeah. But I look at myself 50 pounds heavier 6 months ago, beginning of the year, like, I don't like what I see. That's not me. I no longer identify to that. And at the same time, looking at myself in the mirror, just finished the workout. Finally had to figure out how to get it in. Go get some 30-pound dumbbells, get a jump rope, get a Tabata workout, do some push-ups, do some squats, do whatever I can do to get it in. I ain't got no full-on gym like I'm used to, but fuck it, we're gonna get it. We're gonna do what it do. I had a week off to adapt and adjust this Missouri lifestyle. I ain't got everything I'm used to, but fuck it, we're gonna make it work. But I look at myself in the mirror now, and it's like, how could I be any different? And also still looking at the fat that I have because I'm on the way to 15% body fat. I've seen the top of my abs pop out in the mirror like, what's this way? Here's that. I got the receipts, fam. I'm laughing at myself in the mirror like, this is fucking crazy. This is me. This is my body. And as I'm telling y'all, the weight, it's real. 235, 238. It's very subtle. I can still look at the veins, the arms, the definition, and I can see, oh, yeah, I'm still looking good. I'm still me. The clothes are still fitting how they are, but wait. If I really look at it, it's not there. Where did that cut between the abs that I saw at 224, my lowest so far? Well, yeah, 234. That's not the same. That's why that final stretch is so different. Ego, identity. Now you can relax. Now you can lay off the gas. Everything that it takes a what? Say it with me. Discipline to get you there. Whatever you can adhere to. This has been the best because it's allowing me to live and still get the results. But the truth be told, no different than when I was 7-day water fasting, no different than when I was doing ketosis. Hope y'all can hear me with the cars going by. But no different than when I was doing all those things, I still had to stick to the discipline. I still had to put in the work. I still had to do what it took to get the results consistently. And so when I say that discipline will get you there, you really do have to be methodical, follow the protocol, just do what it is. Obviously, I'm enjoying eating protein. That's a temporary. I haven't even been, that was my first workout session to stimulate and use some of this glucose in the muscles. But I didn't have all the protein. What for? Did I need that? Now, if I was a machine, if it didn't taste good, if it didn't work for the other stressors I'm dealing with as my life is changing, as everything's in this temporary season, as it's harder for me to do what I need to do, and I don't have all the luxuries and amenities that I had where I was before. Now that I'm in training, now that I'm traveling, now that I'm on the road, everything's a little different. So I didn't necessarily need that protein, but it gives me a chance to experiment. Can I still hold tight? Can I still maintain? Can I enjoy myself and still get results? Absolutely. This shit works. But the fact is, I'm not pushing past 224. My next goal should be 221. I always want to go, actually, no, I'm sorry, 5 pounds less. My next goal is 219. I'm 20 pounds over that right now. I was. Now I'm about 15 pounds over that. Don't get me doing math. I'm trying to go live, y'all. Anyway, I say that all to say, this is all the impacts of rapid fat loss. Now, let me talk to you about the ugly truth. I'm going to have to make this thumbnail one of my shots in the mirror. And it's not too ugly, don't get me wrong. It's going to be myself. But the whole context being, the ugly truth of rapid fat loss, loose skin, the ugly truth of getting right, getting tight, feeling better about yourself, saggy everything, deflated. Like, yeah, you don't like the keg, but before you get the six-pack, you're going to have a loose bike tire. Like, yeah, I don't have a belly, but as it deflates, popping it, now the flap of skin is hanging there because it takes 4 to 6 weeks for the skin to catch up. So this is where I'm talking about. I can see in the mirror. I can still see new cuts and definite because my skin is catching up. These little fat cells, if you really get into the science, that's the benefit because the science gives you the information. The experimentation gives you the information. As the fat cells, the lipid is getting burnt off, liposis. As that's happening, those little sacs all around your body are shrinking, releasing the fat to be burned off in your metabolism, and hence you shrink. Your skin has to catch up with that. So it's going to sag. It's going to be carrying around empty sacks of potatoes on your body. That's not cute. We got in the pool playing volleyball with the team. Now don't get me wrong, and no hate or shade on anybody, but I'm the best looking motherfucker in there. And I'm aware because I know what I look like in the mirror. But I ain't covering shit up with a t-shirt. I'm proud as fuck to show off this body. I'm proud of these tiger stripes, stretch marks, because my body has been expanding and shrinking, building muscle in my youth, packing on fat in my early days to now burn it off, right? And so speaking to the truth, those are some things. Maybe confident as fuck, puff of your chest. But now what's hanging and swinging up under it? tight till it's right. Even Mark Bell. You can look at him. I can tell. I know what that shit looks like. I got the same thing on my body. It's not skin tight because he's still losing it. Mark Bell was 300 pounds. I was 378. You don't just go from that to now dropping down to 10% body fat, 200 pounds, and oh yeah, like you always had a tight body. So just emphasizing these things because most people don't expect it. If you don't do all the research, if you don't get all the information, but would you want to avoid it? Does it make it any less glorious? Would you want it any less? Fuck no. Give me that six pack. Damn right. I will smack this belly and move the loose skin around on top of it all day, but you can see it up under that motherfucker. You know I got it. And give me 46 weeks. Let me hold on tight to it and see your boy looking right later. It's a work of art. It's a masterpiece. It's life lived. That's earned. For me, that's a badge of fucking honor. I lost a human being off my body and still going. I'm gonna earn a six pack, and I have been over 216 first weigh-in in football, 8th grade, 284 pounds. 6th grade at the doctor, 216 pounds. You hear the trajectory. Your boy's been a big boy all his life. You don't just undo that. So for you and your journey, wherever you are, there's going to be some ugly truth to it. You're going to have to take yourself on mentally if you haven't already. That's why I say, I don't want a pill. I don't want surgery. Give me a chance to do the work first. Let me earn that shit, because that's going to be so much better, so much sweeter. And I say that to everyone out there taking the shortcuts. Hey, get it how you get it, but are you really going to be happy because you're going to find new problems? Yeah, your clothes drop, but if you ain't got muscle up under it, if it was a lack of being able to eat, now think about that. Why do you think doctors require people now to do work before they get a lap band? I don't know what they're doing with the Ozempic, GLPs, and all that other stuff. I don't really research that because, again, I'm not interested in the quick pill. I want the natural. I want what we can naturally do. I naturally did this to myself. I want to naturally undo it. That's just me, though. But that whole context, every piece of it is a factor. It's the ugly truth of rapid weight loss. Don't get me wrong. I want the magazine cover reveal. Oh, take off the sweater and shit. Like, yeah. Witness me. And there's a truth to the whole journey is what I'm talking about, fam. So if you feel that, if you feel me on this real talk, just this butt-naked, honest human being truth, like every single one of us, YOLO, baby, you only live once. Go do the shit. It don't matter. I'll take that 4 to 6 weeks to come back looking good. And that's what I'm also noticing. Like I said, as everything shrinks down, and yes, I can go from 225 to 235, but that 235 don't look the same. Why? Because my skin is also shrinking and catching up. And the fat cells are also expanding to carry whatever water weight, food weight, whatever's in there. And it don't always look exactly the same. That's going to be part of the journey. So I don't want you caught off guard. I don't want you telling everybody, YOLO told me to go do this. I went and had the sugar fast. It was amazing. And now I got, this is hanging down here and that's there. And why is this shaking like that? You just got to flex it up and get with it. Fuck it. It's part of the journey. Let's go. I don't know how live I am in real life. Anyway, that's all I got to say. That's that cold, hard truth. So what's your boy going to do? I have locked in to what the situation is. I got 2 weeks in the next phase. I finished week 1, y'all. Graduated out of class, and the rest of it is going to be the practical use training on the job, all that good stuff. So with that, which made it really easy today, don't have access, don't have a reason. I had some fruit packed. Now, fuck it, put it to the side. Let me just have some caffeine. Let me go on, get some shred juice. Give me the basics of what I need, go through it, get a workout after that. And I'll decide day to day. Maybe I'll try the Smelly Bell 1.5. Maybe I'll do every other day sugar fasting. I don't know. I'm up at Walmart to get a watermelon. But I did pick up yesterday, before I went to the buffet, 2 Southwest chicken wraps, a lemon pepper chicken. I'm in a hotel, fam, so I'm getting stocked up on everything I need. That's the point. Still got 2 salad kits in there to mix up. What I want to do with this food, it'll eventually go bad. That would be a waste. Live and let live. It's just lean protein and salad. Come on now. I didn't take all this shit on to be sitting up here restricting. That's why we sugar fast, baby. So I don't know. Maybe I'll eat all this food and then lock in. I don't know. But we gonna get there. That's what I do. I have no reason, really and truly. Go ahead. I'll make a promise with you. Summer Shred-15. I'm not buying any more protein. I'm gonna get back to at least the 2.5 cycle and only having protein on the weekend and on Wednesday, because especially while I'm back on the weights, and especially while I'm on this traveling diet or traveling schedule, I don't want a chance losing any muscle mass that I have worked on for the last 27 years. I do know though, through these last few months, that I don't need to maintain nearly as much protein in the diet. But I do think it's proven, for myself at least, the stimulus of the muscles is going to utilize the glycogen, going to utilize all the sugar that you're consuming, and it's going to keep the muscle stimulated. Use it or lose it. And if I'm using it, the body's going to hold on to it. So I like how that's working. So I'm going to get rid of this protein. I'm going to eat this rotisserie chicken, these wraps, and we'll go from there and see what we can do on sugar fasting straight through as much as possible, as lean as possible, because 15%. That's the thing also. Psychologically, right? Before, I would have, especially, I'll tell you this though, ketosis, keto, protein sparing modified fast, those I did a lot more binging because the depletion of those was not as adherable, was not as enjoyable. So I would go binge, and that led to the yo-yo. That led to the same 10 pounds going up and down. And as you see, this is experimentation, this is socializing, this is enjoying life, intentionally testing shit. And I'm dropping weight as well as fluctuating 5 to 10 pounds. But I know how to control that. I'm not stuck there for months seeing no difference. I know if I tighten up, it'll get right. And now that I'm not eating protein every day, I have no reason to keep stocking up on protein. I know the impact. I know that it has stalled me, you could say. You know, I'm paying rent at Stall City, but I'd rather be stalling in these 220s, baby, than 240, 250, 260, 270, which I've been doing this year in 2025. So the commitment, 15% body fat, I'm at 22. I was at 32 when I started. Goddamn, can we just celebrate the accomplishment with your boy? But yeah, I want more. I want to see that top cut. The top 4 was coming out, fam. They was talking to your boy like, oh, watching the torso, diaphragm flexes as I breathe. Like, okay, I'm still feeling good. I'm still looking good. Looking in the mirror, getting this workout. The veins, the vascular. God damn, okay. What? Yes, it's still there. Ain't nothing gone. I don't know if it's all water weight. I don't know if it's the food weight. But the scale and the numbers don't lie. It's all just data and information. So let me get rid of this stuff. And I promise you, what's today? Sunday. By Wednesday, that's my promise. We'll get rid of this food. By Wednesday, we're going to get back on the Smelly Bell 2.5. I think that was the most beneficial. Like I said, by third day. And actually, when I got down to 224, that was the first time I pushed to 3 days of fasting. Maybe we need to do a 5-day sugar fast. That is something I have not done. Ooh. Is that 219 on the way, y'all? Is that 219 on the way? And then you know the finish line. 15% body fat is 210, fam. 5 days of sugar fasting. Let me eat this protein, fam. And I promise you on Wednesday, which will be day 21, 22, 23. The year to Jordan, baby. That's not a year, but you know, 23. I'm excited. It don't need to make sense, damn it. This Wednesday, day 23, on the Summer Shred-15, bitch, we're going to go ahead and do a 5-day sugar fast. See, I like this. Like, I'm getting to explore and figure out what works. So for the rest of my life, I can say, oh, let me lock in 3 days of fasting and then protein. Oh, let me lock in 5 days of fasting and protein. Oh, let me lock in 1 day of sugar fast. Like, I know what my body's going to give. I know what it's going to do. Tools in the toolbox. That's the goal. That's what you want to get to. Because when I get down to 15%, I'm going to get that bitch this summer, 2025. Mark my words. I don't care if I spend the last 2 weeks of the summer sugar fasting. We're going to hit that bitch. But when I get there, who knows if I'll stay there? Who knows if Thanksgiving this year I'm not going to enjoy it? Who knows if Christmas this year I'm not going to enjoy it? Somebody else's birthday, my own anniversary. Who knows? Who cares? But if I got the tools to build this body back up the way I want to A, B, C them results, I'm going to do what it do. So in the meantime, I'm going to be right here wishing you the best and only success, being the best version of myself one could say if you say it with me. Come on, pick it up. We got this, baby. We got this. You got it too. Beyond empowered in this bitch. The question is, fam, who are you going to be? I'll let your boy.